time trial day. So I am really excited to go out, and nervous, I've got to say, to go out and do a 10K time trial, the Lydney 10K time trial, which was a Strava segment, I think the best way to describe it, set by Matt, who had his little measuring wheel you may have seen on one of his vlogs, and a few have attempted to do it. It's basically just short of 14 laps around the lake, but it is officially measured because Matt had his measuring stick. But anyway, today I'm going to go and have a crack at it. I have no idea what sort of shape I'm in for 10K or what sort of time to go for, so it's a real funny one. I don't know what pace to go out at or anything like that, but the objective of today is to go out, go and do it and see where I'm at. But yeah, should be fun. I say fun, I'm actually dreading just short of 14 laps around the lake. It's my worst nightmare. So yeah, my 10K PB is actually from a race in 2018, and that's 57 something. Yeah, that's a long time ago. And not a great PB for me either, really. I'm sure there's lots more in the bank there. Anyway, we'll go and see where I'm at now. So we've made it down to the lake, a little warm-up done. Matt's going to be pacing.
Yeah.
Okay, so Matt's going to be pacing. I'm not going to be pushing the buggy. That's Matt's job. No idea what time or what pace. I said to Matt, my usual way of running a faster race is to positive split it. So I always go out really quick, and I always think I'm going to bang the quick miles in and then struggle home. But, coach, is that the way to do it?
Absolutely not! Yeah, so Kelly was like, oh, let's bank some time early, which is such a bad idea for anyone. So we're looking in and around an hour. So it's actually about Kelly's threshold based on her training. So for her to go out harder than that and try and bank time, she's just going to spike herself with lactic acid, which is just going to mean that the whole of the rest of the run is going to be a real struggle. Whereas if you go out at roughly the pace you want to achieve and then push on later on, that spike in lactic doesn't affect the rest of your run. So if you do go out too hard, you basically mean you can't even drop back to the pace you should have been running it at. So it makes much more sense to evenly pace the run and then kick on later on if you can. Anyway, enough boring coach talk, let's get to this.
The 10K time trial, and it was 5K. This isn't the vlog I thought that I would be doing, in all honesty. It was an absolute disaster. Yeah, so 5K, I did 5K, and it wasn't even a fast 5K or my fastest since having Harry. But I finished at 5K, and I did actually, I was sick. Anyway, I like to think that by seeing real experiences, and this is what I'm doing, I'm keeping it real. I like to think that by seeing real experiences that others know that it's okay not to be fast, not to be smashing it, not to be constantly nailing it. My social media isn't about the highlight reel, it's about keeping it real on all aspects of my life. So anyway, yeah, today was a shocker, and I got really upset about it. It's just a run, it's just a time trial, it's just a 10K, it's not a race, it's not nothing, it was just a marker to see where I'm at. But the way I felt today running really upset me. And it's made me realise that there's a lot of things that I can be doing to improve my running, which I've not been doing. I've been making excuses for it. But yeah, you know, it doesn't always work out, so it didn't work out today. So I have a 5K time trial, which I can go and do again to try and beat, which, I'll be honest, I beat that not long after having Harry at a park run. But anyway, it was a bad day in the office. But the bad days, I guess, are there to teach you things, and I think you learn a lot more from the bad runs, the bad days, as opposed to the good stuff. Matt told me whilst I was running then, keep running, push yourself, see how far you can go whilst feeling like this. I mean, I thought I was going to be sick quite early on. My blood sugars were high, which doesn't help. It's a pain in the ass having diabetes, honestly. But anyway, so, you know, I learned a few things today. I've learned how far I can push myself while feeling like that. But mostly I've learned that it's important to me to do well and to hit my goals. And I love running for running, just running. I love being able to go out, to explore, to clear my mind, you know, my mental health, my physical health, all of those things. But I'm also very goal driven. So I've not been paying attention to my goals. I've slacked off the last few weeks, probably a month now, that I've not really been committed to training. I've been a bit wishy-washy. But anyway, today's taught me a lot, and I think sometimes you have to go through, running is like it's like a roller coaster. You have ups, you have downs, and at the moment I'm on a big down, but it in some way is going to drive me to want to do better. I think you reach a point where you either want to try and improve or you give up, and I've reached that point where I'm desperate to improve. So yeah, perhaps not the motivational time trials that you're used to. Like I said, I'm not, I don't want to just show the highlights, because we all go through this. But yeah, so a pretty shoddy 5k for me done as a time trial, but it is a starting point. So now I'm really going to knuckle down and focus. I've never focused on the short stuff. Now I want to improve that, and I need to get a grip on the psychology of pushing myself as well, because I am no good at that. I'm not good at putting myself in the hurt locker. I'm not very good at being, at calming my emotions. I'm very emotional. So yeah, that was an utter disaster, but you can learn things from disasters, and it is only running. It is just, it's something that's supposed to benefit you, but it's also a very big part of my life. So the aim is to get a grip, change things that I know I can change, and I will go into that in a future vlog maybe. So with my training, I'll talk to Matt, and we're going to knuckle down and do some more specific stuff. Yeah, set a goal, which is the Severn Bridge 10k, which I think is the 30th or 31st of August. So 10k race is the goal. It just blows my mind that I can go out on a training run and run a lot better than I did then. But I mean, I couldn't even complete the distance. I can quite easily go out and cover 6 miles, 7 miles, 8 miles or whatever on a training run. I couldn't even do it then. But anyway, it's no point making excuses. We can all do that. So there we go, an honest review of a pretty crappy 10k time trial, which wasn't even 10k, it was 5k, but hey, it's real. I've hit a dip, now watch me climb back up.